Even if it opens a tiny, tiny crack in their awareness, there is no turning back.
I am a completely different person. I don't think I could go back to being the way I was, even if I tried.
And what I found on my Woman Within weekend is that people accepted me for who I was. Not because I was a listener, but because I was Janine.
I discovered myself, actually. I was awakened and aware of my feelings because before the weekend I had shut my feelings down to protect myself.
Somehow, in that weekend, I was given an opportunity to work through and get rid of, in a physical way, something that emotionally had been stored for my whole life. And what it did, long-term, looking back, is it gave me a grounding, a center around which to heal.
And I think Woman Within does that for each and every woman that comes through there. At the very least, there is a tiny crack that allows a change to happen in that woman's life.
Well, I'm sure at one point or another we've all struggled to see ourselves in a positive way and struggled to feel grounded. Well, that's exactly what our next guests are doing for women around the world. Welcome to the show, Charlene Tosi and Christine Tosi from Woman Within. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us, Alex.
What a powerful video. First of all, I was watching that in preparation for this interview, and it really struck me just how affected those ladies seemed by this program and how much it meant to them. So I want to start with you, Charlene. Tell us, what is Woman Within International?
Woman Within International is actually an organization that I started 30 years ago. In fact, this is our 30th anniversary,
Wow.
which is exciting that I'm here to celebrate that. And it started because I was very aware that women really needed something to get back in touch with their femininity. It was sort of like on the heels of the feminist movement. And the men had started an organization called Mankind Project, and the women wanted something for themselves.
Yes.
So my husband started the Mankind Project, so I started the Woman Within, and I thought it was a hobby. I was a university professor at the time, and I said, okay, I'll do this once or twice a year, and now it has grown to like 15,000 women.
Wow.
We're in South Africa, Australia, Germany, translated into French and German, so it's exciting to share this with the women and men of Tucson.
It certainly is. So much for a hobby, huh? Congratulations.
Yeah, right.
It grew and grew and grew. Congrats on the 30th year anniversary. It's very impressive what you've accomplished. Christine, how did you get involved with Women International first?
How I got involved is that I'm her daughter-in-law.
Okay. Well, that's a good way to do it. So there's a Woman Within weekend that happens, and tell us a little bit what goes into that.
Well, there's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of women around the world that come to staff and help out, and it's an experience of just finding your inner self and empowering yourself.
Very good. Very powerful way to do that. And one of those ways are the workshops connected in any way to any type of religion, or is it really separated from religion?
It's very separated from religion. It's about really going into yourself, finding your own truth, and whatever religion you profess, you can be a part of the weekend, and we don't push anything on anyone.
Well, it's all inclusive, so dive into a little bit more about what happens during this weekend.
Okay, well, the women, it's structured so that women can come and bring any issue they're having in their life. They can talk about struggles with self-esteem, or struggles like going through a divorce, or grief of losing a husband. And it's structured so we can honor women as well. And so it's about just really tapping into who you are as a woman, and the biggest thing is being supported by a group of women. We have 1-to-1 staff ratio, so it's really each participant is very well taken care of.
That's great. It's a place to bounce ideas off of each other, certainly have that support for each other. And you call it a residential program. What does that mean for the ladies?
That means they come on Friday night at like around 6 o'clock, I believe, is when we start, and they bring in their things they need to sleep over the weekend and stay in pretty nice cabins, and the meals are included in the program, as well as the accommodations and the materials.
Excellent. And Christine, where is this actually held?
It's actually going to be held in Oracle in September. from the 8th until the 10th of this year.
Okay, very good.
The Triangle Y Camp.
Okay, excellent. Now, we only have a little bit of time left. Charlene, would you tell our viewers the last word? What would you encourage them? What would you tell them to come out and really join this program?
I would just tell them if they really want to know themselves deeply and are seeking some peace in whatever way, to come on out.
Fantastic. Well, there's a lot of information on your website too. People can go and read up on that, and it's really going to make a difference for a lot of women. And congratulations again on all that you've done so far.
Well, thank you, Alex.
Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Now, the Woman Within Weekend is next month, September 8th through the 10th in Oracle. To learn more, call 1-888-331-3930 or visit womanwithinwesternusa.org.